Well, surely you can't blame me for being excited about Lucy's show.
You can count me out when it comes to late-breaking bulletins and news events regarding Lucy, all right?
Forgive me if I don't quite grasp the problem. Eve was in the show. In fact, she was the star. I thought she was delightful.
That's not the point.
Well, aren't you and Lucy still friends?
Of course we are. But, Victor, on the other hand, Eve and I are dating.
Oh, and you don't want my throwing a wench from the past into the works, hmm?
Exactly. Victor, you know, I always appreciate your concern, but maybe it's time you just let the rest of us move on with the choices that we've made.
Excuse me? Hi. That's it? No congratulations? You know, rumor has it a certain doctor was reinstated.
Hey, buddy. That's great. Yeah. You know, I was just wondering about that because I heard a little something about a deal with Lance Pharmaceuticals.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't like to brag, but, cha-ching.
You've been holding out on me, Ramsey.
It was all hush-hush until now. I'll tell you what, I'll give you all the details over a killer martini tonight.
Well, I would love to, but I have a date with Kevin.
Three's a crowd?
Rain check, huh? I would love to hear what it's like to make your first million. See ya.
See ya.
Lance Pharmaceuticals announces deal with General Hospital resident Dr. Chris Ramsey to patent exciting new drug. Ouch! That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, why else would you be reading it to me?
Did you check out the sidebar? Local paramedic responsible for super flu outbreak. There you go.
I don't need the play-by-play. I'm living it.
Chris is going to make a mint. You know, Frank, you're a better man than I am.
You just figuring that out?
I mean, who could doubt it after you blow off my proposal to get even with Chris? I mean, here you are, getting a beating in the local paper, and we still can't make a deal.
I don't like the trade-off. You want me to help you break up Joe and Karen. Revenge against Ramsey isn't worth that.
Oh, you're such a forgiving soul. Hi. How was your evening with Karen?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Oh, here you go. I'm sure you want to check the scores.
I need coffee.
I saw an ad in the travel section for a Greek island getaway. I got kind of nostalgic.
Was there any mention of shipwrecks, helicopters, or sea urchins in the fine print?
I don't know.
What a mess.
Well, it all really depends on how you see it. It looks like congratulations are in order to Chris.
See or hear one more thing about Lucy's new line of dresses, I'm gonna scream.
Oh, there goes my idea for a Valentine's Day gift.
Right. That's just what we need to spice up our love life.
If our love life got any spicier, I'd be popping antacids like candy.
Oh.
Quick, how about some mulled cider? Just a thought. Obviously not a good one. I'm just passing through, I'll be in the kitchen. But
Thank you very much. Thank you. We could always go make out in Grand Central Station.
This place is as busy as a train station. Not that I mind, of course.
That was some nice work in front of the board, Chris.
Yeah, just laid out the facts, you know.
Oh, don't be so modest. The board came along and slapped you on the hand. Lance came and kissed it. What was that, 6, 7 figures?
Bad form to discuss terms, Karen.
I don't suppose my name was brought up when it came to DL 56. Oh, no. What am I thinking? Because then the medical community would discover what you were up to.
Really, and what exactly would that be? All I did was develop a drug.
I developed that drug.
No, I'm sorry. You bailed on it because it scared you.
You betcha it scared me when I saw the test animals ripping each other to shreds.
Yeah, and that was the end of your involvement, wasn't it? See, I just took it farther. Thus, I flew higher.
Chris, did you even bother to isolate what caused the side effects, did you? Or did you just mask them just to cash in?
The drug is safe. End of story.
Frank is showing signs of increased aggression. His personality may be permanently altered.
Come on, this isn't about Frank. This is sour grapes. Now, you could have continued your work on DL56. You could have refined it, marketed it, snagged that patent all for yourself. But you didn't.
We both know why I didn't, don't we?
Sure do. You dropped the ball. It's like my dad used to say, you snooze, you lose. You lost. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have patients to see.
Well, you should have told me. I want to know what's going on with my son.
Not everything you've heard is true. The hospital needs a fall guy, and you're looking at it. I didn't steal Joe's DEA number off his pad, and I didn't call in prescriptions for myself.
Oh, that wasn't in the paper.
That's a first. See, now you've heard something from me.
Oh, why didn't you tell me about this?
Hear that, Mr. Truth, Justice, and the American Way? Mom can't believe you actually kept your mouth shut. Maybe you should have tried that when you testified.
Frank, I'd like to hear what your brother has to say.
Obviously, the painkiller story we told you was bogus. Frank was hooked on DL56. I did a clinical detox to try to get him clean. I thought it worked. I was wrong. Frank continued to use, and none of us knew.
I thought I needed it to live.
Well, you've been living quite a secret life.
You know, I don't need you two ganging up on me.
Hey, no one's ganging up on you. It's the three of us, the Scanlon family. And I'd like us all to get back on the right track.
It's what I want.
Well, then we have to start where we can. First, you need a job. Now, I co-own the recovery room, and I know that Mike's been looking for extra help since he bought that bike shop.
Are you kidding me? I'm supposed to go from saving lives to flipping burgers?
It's a start, Frank.
Don't play with me, Joe. You got all the breaks thanks to me. I just
you get off of it? What do you want from me?
Well, what I want is some civility and some common sense. You're brothers, and nothing is worth throwing that away. Am I clear?
I'm trying.
Look around you. You know what? This is all we have. So work through it.
She was only trying to help.
I am not a charity case.
And why don't you stop acting like one? Frank, you give attitude to anyone who tries to help you. Me, Mom, Karen.
What do you mean, Karen?
Karen did the research for DL56. And you helped Chris screw her out of the recognition that she deserved.
I didn't get a dime. Chris Ramsey is Port Charles' new Rockefeller, and now I'm supposed to be the guy who survives on tips.
Frank, I don't want to start World War III. Look, I'll take over your part of the mortgage until you get a new job.
And what kind of a job am I going to get? I wanted to play football. I blew out my knee. I thought maybe I would be a doctor. But hey, we can only send one guy to medical school. Let's send Joe. And now, thanks to you, I can't even be a paramedic. You can take your charity and you can shove it. I'll grow old in that greasy spoon before I let you give me 1 red cent.
Every female patient in that hospital, whether they could fit into the dress or not, was watching Lucy's infomercial. In fact, one lady even asked me if I could get her a discount.
Well, the only reason it's getting any attention at all is because you're in it.
That is very sweet. But it still drives me nuts. Everyone in Port Charles is blabbing about how Lucy can bring romance back into our otherwise love-starved lives. I just want to get away from everything relating to Lucy.
Well, you've come to the right place. As you know, this is an official Lucy-free zone.
wonder if Victor would agree. Sometimes I think he looks at me as an interloper, especially after he set up that wonderful dinner for you and Lucy and I crashed it.
Now, wait a minute. Victor has been crazy about you ever since it was your idea to spend Thanksgiving at Johnny Lala's.
That's very nice of you to say. But when he walks through the house with his hands covering his eyes, I can't help but think he's uncomfortable around me. I would suggest that maybe we go to my apartment, but Chris is on half shifts today.
I suppose we could throw Victor out into the street.
Nah, that'd be too cruel. Wait a minute, we could go ahead and change the locks at Chris's apartment. That would buy us some time while Chris is looking for a locksmith.
Well, what I have in mind will take a little more time than that.
Oh, baby. Oh, my. Actually, I don't have any race car sheets anyway.
Well, I won't suggest the Port Charles Hotel for obvious reasons.
Yeah, you'd think Lucy had stock in that place.
Well, let's just face it, this burg isn't big enough for the 5 of us. I wonder if you could take some time off?
Well, Chris is back on the rotation schedule, so they owe me. If you're talking about a vacation, I'll tell you. No TVs, no phones, no beepers, and no Serena dress line.
It's a deal.
Oh, damn. I'm so sorry. My cinnamon stick got sidelogged. I'll just be in the kitchen. I won't make a sound. Damn.
Whatever you had in mind, could you make it sooner than later?
Frank, what are you doing here?
I left some stuff in the on-call room. What, am I persona non grata already?
No, that's not what I meant. Never mind. Joe could have brought your stuff home.
I'm not ashamed to show my face, Karen.
I didn't mean to imply
And I'm not
that-
exactly in the mood to ask Joe for anything.
Joe feels really bad about the hearing. Really bad. He did everything he could to protect you, short of lying.
I'm not using Karen. I know that's difficult for you and Joe to understand after everything that's being said about me, but it's the truth.
I want to believe you.
You can't. Although I guess before I can expect that, I owe you an apology. About Ramsey selling your work to Lance.
That's okay.
No, it's not. You were hurt. I knew what was going on, but all I was worried about was getting my supply of DL-56. I should have said something to you after everything that you have done for me.
You don't have to explain.
Doesn't it just bug the hell out of you that Ramsey is getting all the credit?
The ways that he's doing this and dealing, they're gonna come back to haunt him, I know it. And I'm not gonna waste any more energy worrying about Chris Ramsey, and neither should you. I just hope everything gets easier for you.
Who said life is easy? Hey, I need to speak with my mom. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, later.
Dr. Reitzel, 3288.
Hey, Mom.
Dr. James,
Hi, sweetheart.
3288.
I know I was upset back at the house, but if that offer still stands, I'll take it.
Any offer always stands with you and me.
But you better visit me at the restaurant soon, because I'm not going to be there very long.
I'm betting on that. Love you.
Dr. Smith, 5017. Dr. Don Smith, 5017. Mrs. Scanlon?
Do you sleep at night? And if so, God bless your soul.
Mrs. Scanlon, you have to believe me when I tell you that I thought I was helping Frank.
By using him as a guinea pig for your own payday? If Steve Hardy ever knew about this, he'd spin in his grave at your reinstatement.
I just did what I thought was right.
And Frank losing his job and his reputation is right?
Frank will be fine. And he has his health.
He has a lot more than that. He has a job at the recovery room, and it's only a matter of time before he's back on top. And you get what you deserve.
You know, I noticed that the supply room was low on 4x4s and syringes. Could you get on that, Nurse Scanlon?
I've outlasted better doctors than you. Your day is coming, Dr. Ramsey.
So,
Hey.
hey, I hear you're now richer than Edward Quartermain.
Well, not quite, but close. Signing autographs? Sure. Get in line. Oh, hey, you know what? I heard about your new job. I just want you to remember my usual now. Double cheese, extra mayo, toast the bun. See you later, Courtney.
So, Frank, how much are you willing to take?
That's no fair. I'm not good at suspense.
Well, then how are you at surprises?
I hate them. Now, I know you've got something cooking in that big, beautiful brain of yours, so tell me what it is.
All I can tell you is you have to pack for the trip.
Pack what?
A gown, shoes you can dance in, maybe something to wear in private, and no hiking boots.
I'm loving it. Love, loving it.
Come on, I know you have to go.
All right.
Is the coast clear?
Yes, all the den mothers can come out now.
Now, I don't want you to think I'm eavesdropping, but am I to understand that you were planning a romantic getaway?
Wow, that glass against the door works really well, doesn't
I
it?
ask only because, by coincidence, I happen to have something on tap myself. And I think it's remarkable the way that Cupid is swooping around the lighthouse this year, firing off one bullseye after another.
Hitting his mark like William Tell, isn't he?
Reading medical journals on your time off, Someone must be depressed. Let's see, what do I prescribe for depression?
Karen, I offered to take over Frank's part of the mortgage until he got back on his feet, and he completely lost it.
Frank may be the only person in the world that is prouder than you are.
He's furious, Karen. I don't think I've ever seen him angrier at me.
Do you know that he apologized to me for helping Chris take credit for my work?
Unfortunately, apologies don't fix things. It's going to be a long, long time before things are back to normal around here.
Hey, Joe. What do you see for us when we get married?
See, we're living the dream life, 5 kids, successful husband and wife, private practice, nothing much.
Are we living here?
No, definitely not, especially not with Frank around.
So would you want to find our own place?
Do I smell a proposition coming out?
Yes. Every night in my apartment until we find a place big enough to fit 5 kids.
Well, that sounds like a plan to me. Although I'd hate to leave Neil. But I guess it's better than him seeing the bad blood between Frank and me.
Joe, I think this change is going to be really good for us.
I figure Ramsey's bank account far outweighs Joe's charm.
You underestimate your brother. Besides, why do you care? Your philosophy is live and let live, right?
I admire people who can forgive and forget, but I have discovered that I'm not one of them. I want to see Ramsey fall off that mountain that he thinks he conquered.
What about what I want?
You help me annihilate Chris, and I'll see to it that Joe and Karen go down in the bargain, and my brother is all yours.
Don't tease me, Frank.
I'm not. One thing I've learned from Ramsey, nice guys finish last.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America, does your home harbor a silent killer? How to protect your family from carbon monoxide poisoning. Plus, actress Elizabeth Hurley. That's tomorrow on Good Morning America.